Welcome and thanks so much for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Deb Gillard, your host of the program. Today is Monday, May 21st, and we are so very glad you're with us. We hope you had a great weekend, and of course, as the month progresses here, we are looking forward to Memorial Weekend next weekend. There goes a little scritch in my throat. I'm going to see if I can make it through this here for the open for today. We thank you for joining us on Charter Channel 8, cable TV in the Owatonna area, or out on the internet. Of course, if you find us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, you'll know when new shows are there and uploaded for the weeks and days as they progress. And also, if you need to find us, you can of course Google us or head for YouTube or something. You're going to find the Owatonna Today Show. We also welcome your information to us. If you would like to get a hold of us to send us information about events that are going on in the community that we pass along at the end of the program, or maybe you have an idea for a guest or a show topic, we welcome that as well, and we have our cell phone numbers and email address on the screen throughout the course of the program. We have some very good information for you today. We're going to be first talking about, Matt Gillard is going to be joining us for the first part of the program. We're going to be talking about elementary school kids and park cleanups and a contest and all sorts of things going on from the stormwater management area that Matt manages at the City of Owatonna, so that'll be some great things going on there. Molly Pirjevec joins us from the Owatonna Hospital to talk about an initiative later on in the program called the Neighborhood Health Connections. So as I mentioned, a lot of great information. Let's take this first break for our Owatonna Today Show supporters, and we'll be right back. Please stay with us.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Greetings from the site of your History Center. As you can see, construction is almost completed and we expect to begin moving in during January. We still need your help to raise the funds needed to burn the mortgage and reimburse our investors. We hope you'll consider a donation towards this new chapter in Steele County history today.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Welcome back, and thanks again for joining us on this Monday, May 21st. Matt Gillard joins us from Stormwater Management at the City, right?
Yes.
That's your hat?
Back again, yeah.
Yeah, nice to have you, as
Thanks.
always. What has
Thank
been
you.
going on since the last time we talked?
All sorts of great things happening. You know, it's fun to be a part of this community because everybody's always willing to try new things and do fun events, and it's just been a great time. You know, spring has sprung, so
Definitely.
trying to get all the road salt, sand off the streets, making sure
Seeing
that
the sweepers out.
Yep. They've done a great job. We're trying to button up some last, some final details on some stormwater projects that we've done along the Buxton Trail. We've done some massive stream restoration projects down there from the 2010 floods, and we're working to just continue to make sure our waterways are clean and healthy.
Okay. Have there been, with the winter that we had, or kind of didn't have, so to speak, are there any changes in what you face in a spring like this as compared to others? Maybe less salt and stuff on the roads, but generally speaking, the same?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I mean, for the most part, the early spring allowed us to get ahead of the game a little bit, getting the street sweepers out and about, and getting a good percentage of the road sand off. So that was good. Okay. We still seem to have, whether Mother Nature gives us a lot of snow or a little snow, we still have human nature and trash that we seem to see, blowing around quite a bit. Recycling, the county is switching to a larger container with a lid, which is good news because...
For recycling?
Yes, for recycling, yep.
Good plan.
So it'll look like the traditional larger garbage cans, so it's single sort, so you don't need to separate them. You can throw it into the larger can.
Oh, perfect.
And it's great if you've ever been around town on a windy day.
I know.
You can see a lot of those recyclables kind of flying around, so it's great to have that. that happening.
Yeah, we've got 2 bins at our house, one for the plastics and one for the papers and the smashed, things. But it's a challenge on some of those days. You set it out and then you leave your house and cross your fingers and you try to weight it down or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
You know darn well that when they're tipping them over and stuff too, that stuff can go flying. So that's a really good plan. And we won't have to sort any of that then.
Nope, you can all put it in one bin. Yep.
Okay, how soon is that going to be?
I'm not exactly sure when it's coming up, but watch the Steele County website. They'll have more information coming up.
September, I think.
September?
Oh, Leanne weighs
Great.
in from behind the camera and says she thinks September, so we'll go with that.
All right.
That's a good plan. Good enough. Well, we have something that you wanted to talk with us about today. There's a cooperation, I guess, or a collaboration with our elementary schools,
Yes.
and it looks like there was a contest involved, and we want to acknowledge some of those winners and talk about what's going on.
Well, it's been fun. Part of my job is to work with the students for public education and having them understand how storm sewers dump into our waterways untreated. They go from our catch basins into pipes, and then they're ending up in ponds or lakes or creeks. So there's no kind of wastewater treatment facility that takes out the pollution, that takes out the garbage. And so, working in the schools, teaching the students about this, the inquiry and the leadership processes were just implemented, the curriculums with the district. And so the students were really encouraged to try and find ways to make things better. And as we started talking a little bit more about stormwater, the students found that cleaning up the garbage before it gets to the water would be a great program for them to work on. And so that's kind of where we started the idea of the Owatonna TLC program.
Okay.
And the TLC stands for Trash and Litter Cleanup.
Good job. I like it.
Yeah, so we decided that we wanted to start this program off small and kind of grow it from there. The program is modeled after Rochester. They have a similar program called A Litter Bit Better.
Okay.
So the catchy slogan is a requirement, I guess.
Okay.
So,
Got to think of something clever. Okay.
Yeah, so we were able to work with the schools and get in with the 4th graders and the 5th graders. The 4th graders have clean water, the water cycle, as part of their curriculum for state standards. So I've been working with the 4th graders throughout some of the elementary schools, and we decided, let's make a difference. Let's pick something up. So we decided we wanted to clean up some parks around town and make sure that there's no pollution, there's no litter in those parks, because oftentimes these parks have rivers or streams throughout them. Manthe Park has Willow Creek, Morehouse Park has the Straight River, so we want to make sure and have those clean waters. So the 4th graders and the 5th graders all of this week are going to, each school will be having a different park that they'll be visiting. McKinley School is actually tomorrow, the 22nd, they're going to be cleaning Manthe Park. We have Washington School, they're cleaning Darts Park. Lincoln School is cleaning JC Park. And we have Wilson that's cleaning Morehouse Park.
So, and they're all doing that this week then?
Yep,
During school?
each class each school has a different day. So McKinley is Tuesday, Washington is Wednesday, Thursday and Friday for Lincoln and Wilson.
Well, we are putting our school kids to work. We just finished with the downtown cleanup here within the last
Exactly.
couple of weeks with the ALC school, and got our downtown amazingly clean as it always does. And again, that speaks to having cleaner things running into our stormwater catch basins and things. So it's going to be nice. We'll see all the students out and about at the park. So if you see them there, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, the 4th and 5th graders will be helping me to clean up these parks. But before we get to the parks, we wanted to kind of get the excitement rolling, and we kicked that off with a poster contest for only the 4th graders.
All right.
The 5th graders, they're going to have Willow Creek School next year, so they're on to bigger and better things. But those 4th graders will be our leaders next year in the 5th graders.
Very nice.
So we wanted to start them off, and the program we have here is a poster contest, and this is one of our flyers that we had made from the artwork. So the students were each asked to draw a picture with slogans or information that talks about clean water, picking up trash, making sure that this is our grand prize winner. This is Liv Larson. She had from our panel of esteemed judges that consisted of community leaders, department heads, council persons. So Liv was our grand prize winner, and actually the prizes were broken down, and each class has a winner. And those class winners, if you were selected as a class winner, you get to walk in the homecoming parade next year for the stormwater float.
Very nice.
You also get a letter of appreciation from the mayor.
Okay.
And then your artwork is used on pledge cards. And the pledge cards that we have, these are some of our class winners with the catchy slogans. Don't litter, please reconsider. That's
Very
from
nice.
Carson DeCam
Okay.
from Washington School.
Okay.
And then we also have What's My Dream to Make It Clean, and that's Kaylee Krukenberg, and she is from Mrs. Nash's class in Lincoln. And so these pledge cards are actually going to be used for all students throughout the school, K through 5.
Okay.
And you know, we ask for them to help us and promise us not to litter and to always pick up trash and litter, and then also to spread the word that you know, how important it is to make sure and clean up our environment. So
Very nice.
the class winners, you know, they get to walk in the parade, like I said, and then the grand prize winner, Liv. Liv received. Her class will receive a pizza party donated by Godfather's Pizza.
Okay, I see some sponsors
Yep.
weighing in there.
Yeah, we've got great sponsors that stepped up and helped out. And then also her teacher, Liv's teacher, Mrs. DeCam, she's going to receive a $100 gift certificate from Walmart for school supplies.
Oh, isn't that nice?
So yeah, we've got great sponsors. Hilliard stepped up and donated all the garbage bags for the event. We have Godfather's Pizza, Walmart, like I said. Pearson, they actually stepped up and donated the printing of all of the pledge cards. So, and then Stewart's, of course, you know, all the trash we're going to be picking up, we need some way to dispose of it, and they've donated a dumpster for the event. So,
Isn't that nice?
yeah, it's been great, you know, to have the community, you know, come together. I know that, you know, we've got a lot of great events that, you know, our businesses support, and I'm just really happy that they helped on
And
this
this
one
is
as
one of
well.
them. Can we mention the
Yeah.
other winners, because there aren't too many of them? We've got, in addition to the ones you've mentioned, it looks like we have Anna Vetch from Mrs. Demmer's class at McKinley, Kaya Elstead from Mrs. Freeland's class at McKinley, Brooke DeLue, Mrs. Jacobson's class at McKinley as well, Caitlin Strews, Miss Hanson's class at Lincoln, Caitlin Madole, Mrs. Spridgen's class at Lincoln, Kylie Kruckeberg is one that you mentioned from Mrs. Nash class at Lincoln. Liv Larson, Mrs. DeCam's at Washington, she's the big winner there.
Yep.
Maggie Vilma, Mrs. Dainert's class at Washington, and Carson DeCam, Mr. Keene's class at Washington as well. So congratulations to all of them that contributed and are winners for their classes, and what a great project for them to be working on and for you to be involved with as well.
It's a blast. If anybody wants to come and help out in the parks, feel free to contact me at the information at the bottom of the screen there. We're looking for some, you know, help. By all means, we've got some parents that are coming to attend. Permission slips have been out, and hopefully now the last thing we need to plan for is good weather. So.
And absolutely, we'll cross our fingers
Yes.
for that throughout the week, and let's help those kids keep the parks clean too throughout the summertime, and it'll be a better and better project going forward. Sounds like an annual.
All right, yeah.
All right.
This is the start of something great.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks so much for joining us. And again, congratulations and good luck to all the kids in the TLC project. We'll take a break for our supporters, and then, as I mentioned, we will,
Be back with Molly.
Oh, Molly's, okay, sorry. We were thinking we were going,
Just say be back with Molly.
we'll be back with Molly. Okay.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith, Golf Course Superintendent of the Brooktree Golf Course. Brooktree is an 18-hole championship golf course featuring well-manicured greens, tees, and fairways. We are open to the public. I challenge you to find a better maintained golf course for the money we charge here at Brooktree. Come on out and play Brooktree, a great golf course.
Hello, I'm Matthew Camp, the new plastic surgeon at Mayo Clinic Health System of Owatonna and Albert Lea. I trained in medical school at Wake Forest in North Carolina and completed plastic surgery training in Southern California at Loma Linda. Plastic surgeons provide a wide range of aesthetic and reconstructive surgery. We operate from head to toe. I look forward to meeting you.
Hi, I'm Amy Swain of Amy Swain Hearing Centers. I know that buying a hearing aid can be confusing and difficult. My job is to make that easier for you. With 18 years of experience with many different brands of hearing instruments, I can help you make the best choice. Remember, when purchasing a hearing aid, you are entitled to a trial period, and during that trial period, if you are not satisfied, then you can try a different brand or style. At Amy Swain Hearing Centers of Owatonna, Austin, and Waseca, we believe you deserve to hear better.
It's a beautiful night. What are you guys going to be doing tonight? Well, I figured Jess and I are going to hang out for a little while. We're going to head down maybe to Mineral Springs and go frisbee golfing. And then I figured we grab a bite to eat and then go hit the late show at the movie theater.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, figured I'd be back around 11:30.
Okay. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people
Mom
down
would
at the park
freak if
tonight,
she
so
ever
just,
knew that I was
make
really
sure
going
that
down
you
to the
guys are
park
paying
to
attention
drink
your
with some
surroundings
guys and
and
smoke
that
some
you're
weed.
out of bed by the time
And then
the
after
show
that,
is.
we're going to Jess's
Take the
house
hoodie
to
along
party
too,
with some
because
more
it's supposed
guys.
to get chilly
Oh my
later
goodness, she's
on.
going
I know
to
the
freak
movie
if she
theaters
ever
have
finds
this
out.
kind of
But
viewing.
it won't matter. She won't find out.
why
We're going to
not?
have a blast.
So who are you going to meet down at Mineral Springs?
Well, Jess and I are going to go down together, and then maybe we'll meet up with the guys.
Which guys?
Alex and Jacob.
That's Alex Johnson and Jacob.
Jacob Smith.
Okay, I'm not sure that I've met Jacob Smith yet. His parents are who?
Marcy and Dan Smith.
Okay. And I thought that Alex was grounded.
Well, I think that he just got a...
Welcome back, and thanks again for joining us here on this Monday, May 21st. And Molly Pirjevec joins us from Owatonna Hospital.
Yes.
How are you, ma'am?
Just fine for a Monday.
Right. Sometimes Mondays are Mondays. There's not much you can do about it, is
No.
it? I know it. I know we all have those days, but hopefully you had a nice weekend leading up to
Wonderful.
it. Wasn't it beautiful?
Yes, it
We had a
was.
very nice weekend. So we have you here today to talk about a program called, just so I get it right here, I'm going to refer to Neighborhood Health Connection Program.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about it, what it is, how it got started, what led up to this program.
Well, we have 50 years of research that tells us that people, health begins where you live, work, and play. And Align is focused now, we've always been very good at the end-of-life care and the chronic care, but we want to do a lot more with prevention. 6 of the 7 chronic conditions can be preventable by diet and exercise. This program is designed to help people, to give people the tools they need to get healthy where they live, work, and play.
Okay.
So we're having a kickoff meeting this Wednesday at the hospital at 4:30, where we're going to share tips and resources. And what we want people to do is to take what we've got, our resources and tips, and some funding, to make their communities and their neighborhoods healthier, where they actually live and work and play. We will be funding individuals who apply for a grant up to $250.
Okay.
And neighborhood groups can apply for funding up to $2,500. We're going to do things like encourage people to walk. We'll do a pedometer challenge.
Right.
They'll get weekly newsletters, and there'll be little prizes and gimmicks to keep them moving and working. And we find that it's easier to do it with your neighbors. You know,
Okay.
you're out in the backyard, they're out in the backyard, you go for a walk together, you have a healthy potluck, things are improving.
Yeah.
So we want you to know your numbers and work on them.
You know, the secondary aspect of this is what you just said too, where it's about the healthy aspect and, you know, being well and doing good things and for ourselves and our health and safety. But it also helps us to connect with our neighbors. And we know that there's the police department does the Night to Unite, and they find that that's really helpful if we know
Yes.
each other and our comings and goings, and you know, if we can connect with our neighbors, that's a healthy relationship. We've gotten away from that.
There's a positive social aspect to knowing your neighbors and watching out for each other. And this is just really encouraging people to connect with the neighborhood and do things, whether it's just a simple potluck.
Yeah, you're not isolated in your own little
No.
family. Now, you know, we can have as much interaction with our neighbors as we would like, and of course, you know, some people are very gregarious in their neighborhoods and probably stopping over and talking to everyone, but it's just good to have those connections. It's nice for me to know that if I'm away or I mention to neighbors that I'm away, that there's maybe somebody watching out for it. If they see something strange going on at my house, they're going to give me a call and vice versa. Those types of things as far as safety issues too, but also for the wellness aspect, social. Being social
Yes.
with other people is a proven health. What do I want
Benefit.
to say? Benefit, yes,
Benefit.
of being social with other people. You can't isolate yourself and stay as healthy as you can when you have somebody there for support and to talk to and things like that. So you've got, where did the money come from for this?
Alina, we
Okay.
put some money aside because we feel that prevention is so much more important now, more than ever, for people to make a difference in their lives and get healthy.
Okay. So some of it that we're talking about can be like an extension of the On the Move program that was just finished. You talked
Yes.
about pedometer and walking and getting together and doing that, and we see that happening. What are some of the other creative things that people might think of?
Well,
let's plant a few seeds here.
Plant a few seeds, yes, indeed. Our staff from Sister Kinney Rehab have been doing something really wonderful for a number of years. They do chair aerobics for seniors.
Okay.
It's very important for seniors to maintain balance. So we're going to be sharing that on Wednesday night. We're also going to be talking about Nordic walking. It's walking with the ski poles, how it engages the upper body. You can lose pounds and inches just by walking every day with the Nordic poles.
In a different way, okay.
We also have, we call them exercise bands. I think they're called resistance bands, where you can do aerobics at your office, in your chair, simply with pressure from the band. Let's see, what else are we going to be talking about? Planting gardens, eating healthy.
All right.
I'll have healthy recipes and a number of recipes. I actually tried one this weekend. It was rather good.
What did you try? I love recipes.
Vegetable quesadillas.
Ooh, all right.
Not as much cheese as I would have normally wanted, but everything was very good.
What all went in them?
Sauteed mushrooms, green peppers, and zucchini.
Oh, yummy. A little bit of cheese.
A little bit of cheese.
Because they are a quesadilla after
Yes,
all.
they are.
That sounds delicious.
Yes.
And so sharing of recipes and sharing of ideas. And what if people wanted to get together and do a kind of a community garden?
That would be fine.
Really, I mean, maybe I don't have a great yard for it, but somebody else does. And they say, okay, well, if you come over and work in mine, we'll share the fruits of our labors.
I'm talking with a couple of the schools locally, and that's one of the topics that they want to expand on. And I said we can probably come up with some money to help you buy some seeds and get some tools to garden.
Okay, so open to, I would imagine, any and all. So we're
Yes.
talking children, families, seniors, whoever the case may be, all invited to this meeting on Wednesday to just simply get more information.
Or to go to the neighborhoodhealthconnection.com webpage to find out how you can apply and get some of the tips and resources that we have.
Okay. Now, again, this particular meeting coming up on Wednesday to learn a little bit more about how the program is kicking off, some of those ideas that we've just started talking about now, that will be at the hospital.
Yes.
Correct. That just come maybe to the information desk and they'll direct you there? Or?
Well, yes, we'll be down by the pink pantry, the cafeteria.
Okay, so easy to find, 4:30 to 6 o'clock at the end of the afternoon, just to come in and check it all out. How many people do you want an RSVP? Are you looking for
We're
people
ready
who
for
just-
'em.
Ready for you. Just come on and show up. And there was one thing in here, I'm going to try to look for it. Oh, I don't know this person who's quoted here, but I like this. We're entering a new era in healthcare, one which emphasizes health as much as care. And that kind of speaks to the prevention aspect of it. And we all know, I mean, you've probably got statistics that say how important it is to keep people healthy before they need the care.
Yes. Diabetes is an epidemic in Minnesota, and that can be prevented with diet and exercise.
Okay. And you talked about how many of the chronic conditions?
6 out of the 7.
And what are those? So
Hypertension, diabetes, stroke.
Okay.
And I'm losing the last 4, but
no, that's okay. I was just wondering if you knew them offhand. So we were talking, it's a lot of them that we hear about on a very regular basis, things that are potentially by diet and exercise and healthy living are very preventable, or maybe stave them off for a little bit longer, even if there's a family predisposition for it or things like that. So you're just asking for people to get involved. What happens if they miss the meeting then?
They can still go to the webpage and apply for the funding. We will have a number of wellness kits and toolkits there available for people to pick up and talk about how the toolkit shows you how to canvass your neighborhood in a safe way, how to plan a meeting, how to come up with a topic, things you can do like a simple potluck, what foods to avoid, what foods are healthier, don't have potato salad, maybe mix up a 3-bean, chicken breast instead of hamburgers. Just some simple tips and things that we all know, but do we do it in our regular life? No, so much time is the big resource.
Things that we should do, but we probably don't. And I'm wondering if even neighborhood sounds daunting maybe to some people, and they're saying, oh my gosh, well I couldn't do this because my neighborhood means this. But
it could just be a few households.
Exactly. I was going to say, when you're talking neighborhood, it could be myself and my immediate neighbors, and just if the 3 of us or maybe the 4 of us on the corner get together or something, then that's a neighborhood.
That's a neighborhood.
Or it could encompass the whole block if somebody wants to do that.
We'll take it whatever way they want to give it to us.
That is wonderful.
We want to encourage people to get up, get fit, walk, move.
Okay. Well, we certainly appreciate the Neighborhood Health Connection. Do come and attend the meeting if you're able to. Of course, it's a great way to find out the initial information. If not, visit the website, Probably give you a call too if they
Yes.
need other information, certainly at the hospital, and find out a little bit more about it. And we'll look forward to hearing great and positive things about where those grants are going and how people are responding, Molly.
I really would like to see people in this community apply for funding.
Okay. Will you give us an update later on if we
Yes,
have you
I
back?
will. I
Okay,
will.
very good. Well, good job to you, and keep making the quesadillas and those yummy things
Thank
too.
you.
Thanks, Molly. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Molly Pirjevec, manager and personal trainer at Snap Fitness, your 24-hour fitness solution. Snap Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, I'm Shawn McNulty with the Sterling House Assisted Living, a part of Brookdale Senior Living. Our mission is to enrich the lives of those we serve with compassion, respect, excellence, and integrity. We are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Jan Hansen, and I am at A+ So and Back, the fun place to be. We are proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back, and it's time to wrap up
tell
here
me
for
again what
today.
your plans are for prom night.
Well, first I'm going to go over to Jess's house to get ready, and then we're going to go out to dinner.
Main Street Chamber Flower Basket Committee will be hanging 150 of those flower baskets this coming Wednesday, May 23rd. This is the 9th year of the Flower Basket program in Owatonna, and the committee is always and currently raising funds to pay for the planting and watering of the baskets. Checks can be made payable to the Owatonna Chamber Foundation Flower Basket program and mailed to or dropped off at the Chamber office. If I'm not mistaken, because they go through the Chamber Foundation, that is a tax-free contribution. And other upcoming Main Street events include now, of course, the Farmers Market is now open if you were able to enjoy that, and I did this past Saturday. It was wonderful to have our Farmers Market back. They are open every Saturday from 7 to 1, and if you're interested in having a spot there, just for coordination's sake, please contact John Meixner at Little Professor Book Center to register your spot at the Farmers Market, 455-0969. There's a few little criteria that you have to meet, made or grown in Steele County and things like that. Also coming up on May 31st, the first of the 11 at 7 summer concert series begins with the, all concerts start at 7 o'clock in the Central Park Bandshell. I don't have who the first one is, so you can get a hold of the Chamber or look on the calendar of events. Pop and popcorn will be for sale, with proceeds going to the Flower Basket Fund too, as those concerts in the park get started, and those are always wonderful throughout the course of the summer. The 6th Annual Steele County Art Exhibition is now open in the gallery of the Owatonna Arts Center and remains open, but just through this week, through May 24th. Gallery hours are 1 to 5, Tuesday through Sunday. Of course, they're closed on Mondays. If you're interested in going, Steele County artists have been very productive, creating lots of beautiful works, and they are there at our Owatonna Arts Center on display for you. Little Theater of Owatonna announces it's seeking still eligible candidates for its 5th Sarah Foreman Memorial Post-Secondary Scholarship. The application deadline is coming up. I know we've mentioned this a few times, but if you've got that application in the works, you'll want to get it brushed up and wrapped up now, or if you need to get started, I would do so right away. Application deadline is May 25th. You can either find them at the Career Center at your high school or go to the Little Theater of Owatonna. That's their website, all spelled out, .org, and get your application in for that scholarship if you would like. Also, Little Theater of Owatonna just recently announced its Vita Alexander Scholarship winners. They are, I'm going to try to get these in quick order here, Margaret Brosh-Turi, Jacob Forster, Zachary Miller, Austin Parrish, and Shelby Wiersman. Congratulations to those scholarship winners. Coming up on Wednesday's program for Owatonna Today, we will be talking about an oral history competition. We're going to let Margaret Michaelitz explain a little bit more about all that, how all of that rolls together, and also changes to our local scat bus. So please join us on Wednesday. Have a great day.